What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 5 of the Road to Summer Shredding. Now we are officially 64 days out at the time of shooting this video. I actually got my competitor email a few days ago, which outlines kind of like the details of what's gonna happen during the weekend. So it's kind of hitting me now that everything's starting to come together. Got about 9 weeks left into this prep, so we're about to dial in even harder. I'm gonna run you guys through a full day of eating video today. I'm gonna run you through all the meals that I kind of try to hit the macros I have set for myself. So for today, we are aiming for around 210 carbs, around 45 grams of fat, and about 170 to 180 grams of protein. Now, I like to give myself ranges about 4 to 5 grams for each macro, just so like I don't have to stress about it too hard, and I don't have to hit exactly on point, because depending on what you eat during the day, you're gonna be off by a gram or two. So it's nothing to stress about. It's not gonna affect your progress the way you might think it is. So yeah, we're gonna keep it flexible that way. And yeah, I actually had my first meal of the day, which I will show you right now. All right, so I totally forgot to record the whole process in making these meals, but we got our classic oats over here, as well as our egg whites. Now with the oats, I did alter the recipe a little bit. So instead of using 60 grams of oats, I did drop it down to 45, just to reduce the calories a little bit, as well as the peanut butter. Did a half a serving of peanut butter with that one. As you can see, I still added the little bit of fruit in there, and then I'm gonna throw on some yogurt. With the egg whites, we got 1 cup of egg whites and a bunch of veggies in between, just to increase the volume, keep my body satiated and full throughout the morning. Swing by to supplement stack over here. Now every morning I do take multivitamin and some fish oil, just to help with filling in the gaps and just overall health. But with that, just gonna start this down really quick, and then yeah, that is meal number 1. But as you saw, I get a good chunk of my carbs early on in the day because I do work out in the morning, so I like to keep my body fueled and ready to go so that I have enough energy to push with every exercise, maximizing the strength that I have. But we are here right now. I'm about to down a pre-workout really quick, then we're gonna head into the gym. All right, see y'all in the next clip. All right, so just want to give you guys a prep update and kind of let you know how I feel when it comes to where I'm at in this prep, and where I feel like where I stand. Now, being at this time of this recording about 9 weeks out still, I think everything is still coming together. My weight is slowly dropping. And then when you kind of see my physique a little bit later on, you'll notice there is a few changes compared to like the very first video that I shot. But yeah, I think in the next coming weeks that I'll find the most changes occur, because right now I am altering my carbs and upping my cardio to make it a little bit more intense. At the same time, when it comes to my workouts, I am incorporating a little bit more supersets just to increase the volume and I guess add a little bit more of an endurance-based type of workout, just to burn more calories and just to ensure that my muscles stay. That said, like, I still do a little bit of strength training as well, especially with my compound lifts, specifically my bench and squat. I still do those regularly, and I still aim for the about 5 rep range, just to ensure that my strength is still there. It's one of those things where at least for myself, I give myself cutoffs when it comes to certain exercises to ensure that my strength doesn't go below a certain level. Reason being is just that it's one of those few, I guess, how should I say this? Reasons for, I just want to make sure that my muscles stay, if that makes sense. But here you can see my physique. Honestly, when it comes to this gym, this is probably the most terrible lighting you'll find. So when you start seeing like little cuts here and there, that's when you're kind of shredding down a little bit. But as you can see, the shapes are starting to come in. My shoulders and my abs are starting to appear as well. Body fat has definitely gone down compared to my past videos. and it's one of those things that it's just gonna get there in time. So again, increasing the cardio, lowering the carbs, and yeah, that is my physique update. I expect changes to occur in the coming weeks. All right, so just finished up our workout. So now we are here at Walmart again, where I'm gonna be picking up a few things because I am running low on certain foods. But that being said, it is a little bit later in the day now, and I'm technically behind my meals and macros. So I'll also be picking up certain, I guess, quick fixes that will help fill in my macros for the day. But yeah, we'll head in right away. Honestly, look at this day, guys. Like here in Winnipeg, it was blizzarding for like 2 days straight, but as of right now, sun's shining, snow's almost melting. But yeah, let's head in right away and get the food. Grabbing some rice cakes here. Now, really good low carb source, high volume type food. I'm getting the tomato basil one. Now, if you ever do run into the everything bagel flavored, highly recommend to snag that up. Very, very hard to find. Okay, let's see if they have it here. Oh, no way. Okay, so if you guys haven't tried this yet, the Reign Energy in the white gummy bear. Now, as much as I like 3Ds, this right here actually I feel like rivals it in terms of flavor and this overall goodness when it comes to energy drinks. If you haven't tried this yet, definitely recommend it, or would recommend it. Yeah, this is so good. Alright, so we are back in the car. As you saw, I got a bunch of different types of foods that are a little bit more volume friendly. I'm at a point in my diet now where I'm starting to lower calories, I'm starting to lower carbs a little bit, so I just want things that will help me keep myself full. And I'll do a few meals a bit later on, but to help with my protein intake, I did snag up some beef jerky a little bit. Looking at the macros, you can see over here, we got, for 2 pieces, you got 90 calories, 1.5 grams of fat, 9 carbs, 10 grams of protein. So I'm really high in protein, a little bit carb friendly as well. Now, I don't recommend buying these all the time. I'd recommend snagging these up if you're in like a time crunch or you just need that extra protein and you didn't make any meals for it. But yeah, I'm gonna scarf this down. I'm gonna plug this in my FitnessPal. And for the day, I'll post it somewhere on the screen what my totals are. But if I plug this in, okay, so when I add this on to here, we flip to nutrition side. So this kind of brings me up to 77 grams of protein, 66 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of fat. Now, I did mention in one of my previous videos about sodium. I know beef jerky is really high in sodium, but like I said before, it's one of those things where if you keep your sodium consistent, you should see the fluctuations kind of taper off because your body just eventually adapts to it. So yeah, it's one of those things when it comes to sodium, just keep it consistent. Don't be too worried about going too high or having to restrict yourself. Yeah, so gonna down this beef jerky and gonna show you my next meal.
20 minutes later.
So we are back at the house, and just like I said in the car, I am behind on my meals today. So I'm gonna quickly whip up some more food here just to get more of my macros in. I'm gonna do a little egg sandwich using the ingredients that I bought a little bit earlier. So using this, we got 1 cup of egg whites. Hopefully this fills all the way to the top. You're back. Okay, got a second carton just to fill it up to the brim. Hopefully it doesn't spill over. we go. So 1 cup of egg whites. I believe this gives me about 28 grams of protein right off the bat. But yeah, on to the next step. So these. So this, I'm pretty generous when it comes to sprays. It says 0 calories, it's 0 calories, so. And it's for a half-second spray, so. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Alright, so as I'm letting the eggs cook, I'll be adding this to it, and I got this earlier at Walmart. So we got turkey bacon over here. This is the Applewood smoked. I actually didn't know I got it flavored. I just kind of picked it up after I saw the macros. But check this out. For one slice, I don't know if you can see it, but for one slice, it's only 1.5 grams of fat, 0 grams of carbs, and only, or not only, but 5 grams of protein. So when it comes to macro-friendly turkey bacon, this Butterball Applewood Smoke, definitely would recommend it. I think I'll be using about 2 or 3, so we'll see after I get it made, but we're gonna toss that in there right after. And for the bread, I kind of mentioned this in one of my other videos again. Check this out. So over here, a little bit better lighting, but we got the carbonate bread. So this one, just to recap again, for just one slice, it is 3.5, let's see if it's focused, 3.5 grams of fat, 8 grams of carbs, and already 6, if you can see it, 6 grams of protein right there. So I'm using 2 slices of that. So as you could tell by, even though it's just a small meal, this is definitely going to be a high carb, or not high carb, but like really moderate carb, but super high protein. But yeah, I'll whip that up real quick and kind of show you the end result. But actually, just to get a little fancy with it, we are gonna toast these. You know what? Just because this will make it way better. So we're gonna toss it in there. Light. But yeah, gonna make sure that thing's nice and toasty. And then I do season my eggs a little bit. I'm using this everything seasoning from Flavor God. So I got this at my work at Popeye. So if you want to snag it up and you live in Canada, Popeye Supplements does carry this. Not sure where else you could find it, but that'll be the main spot. So just gonna do this. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, so weird thing I like to do when cooking eggs, I do make them into like a fillet type of shaped egg. I don't know why I do this. I think it's just because with this method, I'm able to like actually, you know, cook all of them. I know with like scrambled eggs and stuff, you get things like it gets stuck to the pan over here, and then you're not sure if you're getting all the protein you're getting from that serving. So with this, look, if I just move it around, like there's no residue whatsoever on the pan. So I don't know, it's just more of a weird thing I like to do. And two, it does fit the bread a little bit easier, so kind of a 2 birds with 1 stone type of thing. Okay, so now we got the setup. Now I'm gonna go a little bit crazy with this one. Think outside the box with the creativity, because why not? But I'm gonna add this teriyaki sauce. There's a 0% sugar and fat. This brand's from Rabico. They actually sent this to me a few weeks ago. Actually really good sauce. So if you want something that's calorie friendly, macro friendly, be sure to check them out. But see, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna pop this open. So I'm just gonna drizzle just a little bit of sauce here, a little bit of sauce there. Now this is where the assembly begins. We put one on one slice, and this guy on this slice. Okay, right? Now, so you get these guys, slap them in the middle. You know what? Just fill it all up. That's still pretty hot. And one more. Now we're just gonna flip this dude. And there we go, look at that. This protein-packed sandwich. Okay, so I actually calculated this meal on my phone on MyFitnessPal, and it came out to, you can see it there, 50 grams of protein, only 16 grams of carbs, which is insane, and then 10 grams of fat. So definitely a heavy protein meal, but again, like I said, I'm behind, so we gotta just jam pack it in there all in one go. But moment of truth, we're actually gonna try this out. Okay, a little close up here. I don't know if I could even do this. Well, that's actually pretty damn good.
8:01 p.m.
So we're on to our next meal. It is currently 8 o'clock at night, and this is going to be one of my bigger meals since I'm going to have a little bit more carbs. We are utilizing the Uncle Ben's original rice. This only takes 2 minutes to make. This is why I love it. Flipping this to the back, it is 71 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat, and about 8 grams of protein. Now this is gonna take up a huge chunk of my carbohydrates, so this is one of my main meals. And with this, I'm gonna add in some chicken. So there's chicken over here. I have to weigh this out. I'm gonna have about 150 grams of chicken, which gives me about 28 grams of protein. So this, literally just tear, and then microwave. Literally pop this in there. I like to do a 222. So get that thing going. Now in the meantime, got our scale here. Flip that thing on. Just want to make sure it reads 0. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I got more chicken. It's weighing currently at 117. We're just gonna add it until we get to the 150. Hopefully this thing doesn't turn off. So that's 140. There we go, close enough. 150. So, okay, I'm going to top it off using special sauce again, teriyaki. Go all over that. So there is it mixed up, pretty simple. So now with this meal, adjust this a little bit. So for this meal, putting into MyFitnessPal, this brings up my macros all the way up to 166 grams of protein, 152 grams of carbs, and 33 grams of fat. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to get into the range where I'm pretty much almost done my protein, and all that's left is my carbs and my fat. So I'm thinking about, after this one, I'm gonna have one more meal that's gonna be all carbs and a little bit of fat, just to get into that range. Yeah, we're just gonna down this bad boy over here and then kind of catch you all in my last meal.
12 o'clock midnight.
Alright, so with the last meal of the day, decided to get a little bit creative and a little bit more fun with it. So for this, as you saw me pouring it in, got 2 servings of this limited edition mix of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms. So with this, per serving, it is 25 grams of carbs, 2 protein, and 2 fats. Now, like I said, I did 2 servings, so this is gonna pretty much fill up the rest of my carb intake of the day. And then I also am adding this little You know you're getting creative when you just start throwing things together. But this is one rice cake and tomato basil flavored as I got here, and 2 pieces of honey ham just to finish off my protein intake as well. So I'm gonna be scarfing on these 2 things. When it comes to the meals that I've eaten throughout the day, like for the most part I keep it consistent, so I do have somewhat of the same meal routine throughout prep. Now meals can change depending on the day. For example, today I was rushed, so there are times where I would have to jam pack certain items together just to hit my macros, but for the most part I like to keep them spread out and then kind of again keep consistent with certain food groups and food items, and typically changing a meal every now and then if I need to. Yeah, this kind of wraps up the video of my full day of eating. Hopefully you guys kind of got some ideas of what foods I eat. Now again, as prep gets deeper, as I start getting closer to show date, meals will change again on the fly. Lesser carbs is most likely the main change of it, but for the most part I like to see how high I could keep my calories and while still trending down. My main kind of focus is to use cardio as a tool to keep myself in a caloric deficit and create that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys got some tips of maybe some food items you want to insert into your own daily routine and diet. But that's pretty much it. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below too to see what other types of content you want to see throughout this series. I'll always try to mix it up, keep it entertaining for you all, give you insights on certain topics if you guys want. But yeah, like the video, subscribe to the video, or subscribe to the channel, and catch you all in episode 6.